Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tower of God New World. Now, in today's video, dude, these two units are just absolutely next level busted. It just makes no sense. So, I was playing around, I've been grinding in adventure mode. As you guys can see, I'm currently on a floor 54. I made it to floor 54 like a couple minutes ago, and I've been using Garam and ANAAK like crazy. These two units are just completely busted. But I wanted to progress in trial area because if I'm being honest, I was very lazy when it comes to grinding element trials. But for trials of chaos, I've been grinding a lot lately, and I stumbled upon this team right here, and this team is just overkill. It's just absolutely insane. It's just crazy because I'm gonna go ahead and explain why this team is insane. So the when it comes to green element team comp, you guys remember that for green element team, most people would use Zahard and Lero in this team. And the reason why is because Zahard is pretty much shredding enemy shields. Lero, if you have him in phase 2, he is increasing a lot. He's increasing your units, your allies' magic pierce by a ton, and he's increasing defense, which is really beneficial for Endorsey. So Lero, very, very nice in his team. Plus, he has that projectile barrier block, which is very, very, very useful. And Yiwa is pretty much the main healer, and of course Endorsey is there to take a lot of damage and slow down the enemy's movement speed and attack speed, and she is there to shred the enemy's magic resistance, which is really good for Punisher Rin. Now, when I played with this team, something just came into my mind. I'm like, wait a minute, if I take out Data Zahard and I put in ANAAK, Punisher Rin's overall damage will increase a lot more because ANAAK, she is going to increase his attack speed by 40. If we come over here, it says attack speed increased by 40 and attack increased by 100% for 10 seconds. Plus, she's providing a barrier. And for her ultimate, she is giving physical and magic resistance and a ton of energy. 200 energy per second is just fucking broken. This is just completely stupid. She is like the number one unit that can provide the most energy in the entire game. 200 energy per second is busted. Plus her Revolution Phase 2 for Tier 5, she gives 200 additional energy every second, which is just completely cracked. So this unit by all means is insanely stupid. And she is pretty much going to focus on buffing Punisher in. So taking out Data Zahard to put in ANAAK so that she can increase Punisher In's damage is really good because for Punisher in, uh, the average build for Punisher in is pretty much physical and magic resistance for slot 4 and 5, and you're using attack speed set. But you're missing out on a lot of damage without crit damage increase and magic pierce. So using ANAAK to pretty much, replace the amount of damage you're losing from Punisher in is very, very good. And for Lero, I pretty much replaced Lero and I put Garam in. So if we come over here, Garam. Now, Garam, obviously, she's going to be really great in his team because she's shredding the enemies of physical and magic resistance. Ignore this build right here. This is because I synchronize Garam with Punisher in, so she's using the same set as him. So ignore this team. I mean, not the team, but the ignition build. Ignore it. But she's shredding physical and magic resistance to the enemy. She's shredding their physical and magic resistance. She's increasing her team's physical and magic resistance by 30%. I'm pretty sure it's 50% in total because of the additional part right here, based off of the frost crystal she consumes. And she's also increasing special move pierce by 60%, which is just dumb. So you have Garam who's doing all these things, plus she's shredding the enemy's defense, and if you have her tier 4, she's increasing the team's attack by like 100%, and then for her tier 5, I'm pretty sure she recovers energy. So this team is just completely stupid because you have Endorsey who's sitting there shredding enemies magic resistance, Iwa healing the team and buffing allies as well, and Punisherin summoning another creature on the battlefield, which is pretty much like 6 units on your team. Dude, bro, the amount of units that Netmarble release that are like it's not on this level. I haven't seen them release a unit that's just simply insane as ANAAK. But I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some gameplay right here. This is just crazy, man. Like, bro, these two units, ANAAK and GARAM, are just simply overpowered. Like, they are just so insane. It makes no sense. And the good part about them is they're universal support units. They work in any team comp. So if you're progressing through adventure mode, you can pretty much use Garam and ANAAK in multiple teams, which is very, very nice. So just look at this right here. Look how much damage Punisherin is dealing because of the magic and physical resistance shred, the attack buff, attack speed buff, energy restoration. Holy crap. This is insane. So just look at this, man. And for Endorsi, like I said, you're pretty much losing out on that additional defense because of her passive, but ANAAK makes up for it because of the physical and magic resistance increase. And Garam is also increasing the team's overall physical and magic resistance. So using this team, you can go above 100% easily with this team. It's just insane. So let's go ahead and check out the damage right here. Bro, bro. Plus, Endorsi can deal some pretty good damage as well for a tank unit. She can deal some really solid damage. So, man, as soon as I have the resources to unlock ANAAK's phase 2, I am 100% going for tier 5. Her tier 5 is so broken. The amount of energy that this unit can provide to your allies is just on a whole nother level. So let's go ahead and enter battle right here. Let's clear this stage, and I want to try to clear I think stage 550. Which stage is this? I completely forgot because these units are just so busted, they're distracting me. But I think this is stage 547, I think. But if you're progressing through a trial, not trial, but adventure mode, um the fact that these two are universal support units, you definitely want to put them in separate team comps. So I would really use this team to progress through, of course, trial, and I will use it to progress in adventure mode, but not for boss stages. For boss stages, you want to use these two characters separately. Using ANAAK in another team and Garam in another team is very good because these two units are extremely powerful when it comes to support. They're just insane support units. And it's crazy how ANAAK is a tank unit. Like, for a tank unit, usually tank units, what they do is they do provocation, they decrease defense, and they increase physical and magic resistance and stuff like that. But attack increase, attack speed increase, energy increase. Like, are we sure this is a tank unit? I mean, she is pretty tanky, but at the same time, like, her whole kit is just buffing, just straight up buffing your allies. It's insane. So we check the stats here. Just crazy, man. This is a cheese comp, bro. This is literally a cheese comp. I definitely recommend players who are at higher, like extremely high deficits, to definitely try this team out. I asked a couple people on my Discord to try this team, and some of them, they said this team is really, really nice. So I feel like this team is just, it's overkill. It's definitely overkill. Literally a cheese comp. It is so cracked. So let's see what happens here. We have Kuna Dawn on the enemy team. Let's see what happens. Just look at that. Kuna Dawn's damage is just non-existent in this team. We have Garam, who's pretty much stunning with her ultimate. Bro. Oh my god. I need to stand up for this, man. This team is like ANAAK and Garam. They're just busted. I have no words. Literally no words. It's just insane. And somebody in the comment section, they said it. They said that ANAAK is so busted, they wouldn't be surprised if Netmarble nerfed her. I'm gonna put the comment right here so you guys can see it. Shout out to this viewer. But dude, honestly, I'm not gonna say anything, but Should they nerf her? Nah, I don't think they should nerf her, bro. ANAAK, she's busted. I'm not gonna lie, she is broken, but nerfing her, nah. Red Element actually needed a unit like this, to be honest, because Red Element, the number one thing that Red Element was lacking was a very powerful, how can I say this? Because we have Hwarun. Hwarun, I feel like the issue with Hwarun is that she is a great support unit, but she is sometimes squishy in a lot of situations. So we really needed a tanky support unit. So ANAAK was just a major boost for Red Element and for pretty much every single unit in the game, every single DPS unit in the game, in a matter of fact, because her whole kit focuses on DPS characters, and then her ultimate pretty much focuses on like the whole team if they stand on her pathway. So man, and you have Garam who's pretty much trapping enemies. Like, dude, this is just crazy, man. Like, I was not expecting these two units to be this insane. And of course, Evan freaking immortality is always in the way. But what's really good about this team is that Punisheren's damage is increased. And you have the special move Pierce as well. The special move Pierce pretty much helps Punisheren a lot to do a lot more damage because of Garam. So, bro, I'm trying to get so many copies on my Garam. So many copies on her because this unit is powerful. For a support unit, very, very powerful. Look at that, 79 billion damage. All right, now we enter 550. So this is pretty much a high deficit stage right here. Every single time you complete a 5th stage, it's always a high deficit stage. The enemy's power level increases by a lot. So I really want to see how this team performs in 550. Let's see what happens. We have this dude, the loading takes so long. Still waiting for an optimization update. But we have Punisheren, we have Lorray right here, Evan, Lozelle, and Data Uric. Pretty deadly combo. So Garam, okay, so Endorsey is dead right there. But as long as ANAAK and Punisherin are still alive, that's all that matters. Now, the problem with this team right here, the enemy team, is the Evan immortality. That is the problem. So we definitely have to get rid of... Look at this, bro. Look at the damage. You guys see exactly why Garam's stun is so useful. It's because like Evan, when he spams his immortality, is just so annoying, and the fact that Garam is able to stun with that is just so valuable, and we were able to clear it, which is very, very good. So honestly, it doesn't matter that Endorsey died, because as long as ANAAK is still alive, we pretty much beat this whole level. Making sure that your ANAAK stays alive is very, very important, because she is the key unit in this team to keeping pretty much everybody alive. ANAAK and Endorsey. Not Endorsey, Yiwa. These two units are very important. Garam is pretty much there to, of course, be support, but ANAAK is extremely important in this team because she is literally buffing Punisheren's damage by a ton. Like, I would say like she's buffing 50% of his damage. So keeping her alive is what's really important. So as long as Endorsey is able to, you know, distract the enemy team and make sure that they stay off ANAAK's back, you pretty much win the fight. So I am definitely trying to get more copies on my ANAAK, trying to get max rainbow stars, so that every single time I enter a battle, she automatically has that battle star energy and she can use her ultimate immediately. So yeah, man, ANAAK, broken unit. Broken unit. This new updated tier list is going to be very interesting. This is going to be a very interesting updated tier list. Can't wait to organize it with you guys. That updated tier list video will drop probably, I'll say probably tomorrow or on Sunday. I don't know when, but this should definitely be an easy updated tier list for sure. With these two units, they're just on a whole another level, just completely insane. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys in today's video. Make sure you hit the like button. Let's reach 100 likes this video, 100 likes, and make sure that you guys subscribe. I'm trying to reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of this month. We can do this, okay? We can do it. 1,000 of you guys be watching my videos daily. We can reach 4,000 by the end of this month. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.